This was intended as a story of me and Maze shooting a campaign for Frontrunner. But really, it's two guys on a road trip, and you're along for the ride.
My body holds your heart, and in yours you hold mine. Too many days we've been apart. Yeah, I've been gone for too long. Baby, I've been lost all up in my head, lost in the past and what's next, keeping me from loving how I know best.
Got him again.
From a place of presence. Remember when we parked in your mother's car, on the bridge over the river, lost inside a moment, now the moment's lost. We're coming back to just this. Beating heart, living in your chest. Let it take you back to the start, when where we were was enough. Take a closer look at our ego other. I know we'll find us hiding. Baby, I know we can rediscover. We're coming back to just this.
My nose is really red because for some reason I got sunburned right here, and only here and not here, which only tells you I'm not competent enough to put on sunscreen. I also demonstrated that the tower I built is actually too high, because right now it is absolute perfection. And we went from not knowing where to sleep to this. And I think that is very respectable. This car has a really funky tweak. Is you have to put the key in and turn on the ignition to put down the rear window, without which this tailgate won't open. So, and you have to open the rear carrier. So if something is parked in the way, you can't open the rear. If the key is not in the ignition, you can't open the rear. If you're somehow not competent enough to put it down far enough, you can't open the rear. And there is a switch here, which I think works all the time, but obviously you can't access it from inside when you open the door. Anyway, we have arrived. By the way, do you like this? I don't know. I think if I would build one, it would probably look like that, but I'm not gonna build one. I have too many other project cars. So far, I haven't told you anything at all, really. I have been a frontrunner brand ambassador for a couple of years, and that's how my connection to the brand started after being a regular customer. And 2 years back, I did a Find Anywhere campaign film about myself. Coincidentally, shot by my friend Matthias and scored by my other friend Phil. And come, I don't know, middle of 2022, I was asked if I were to shoot a campaign featuring someone else. That someone else being the Pine Pins. Their vehicle of choice is a 2015 Sprinter, now fully kitted, and we settled after some to and froing about the style that we're going to go for a 3-day window in the Swiss Alps, because that was more or less convenient for all parties involved. And the logical choice of vehicle was the 4Runner from Jonas, because the Land Rover is currently out of commission, and that just seemed like the perfect excuse to take a fully kitted overland vehicle to shoot a campaign featuring a fully kitted, van life masterclass. The part that even I didn't anticipate was we got along really, really well, and everything went so smoothly that although we were shooting sunrise to sunset, it never really felt like a true production.
Well, while he is still filming, I'm contemplating putting up the tent, because I don't really want to do it in the rain, and let's face it, the view is closing on us. I think the tent went from it's kind of okay to it's very, very wet in a very short amount of time. And this is our interior sleeping solution. We can camera cuddle. He's looking for his sleeping spot. It's somewhere in the back. This is fantastic. Sure, get a rooftop tent, guys. Get a rooftop tent. It's great. And the battery's about to run out, and we have cameras everywhere, and we should clean up, and yeah. And we're hungry, and the bread is in the back, in one of the drawers. And if you've listened, those drawers are a saga of their own.
So here's the reality. Is we have wrapped about 4 different times today where we're like, no, we're not going to shoot anymore. Now he is still packing up and it is 9:30 and they still found a scene they could possibly shoot while I am preparing more or less the second dinner this evening, because everything is just wicked wild. But honestly, this view really doesn't get old. And although this is work, we are also a living advertisement campaign, which wasn't intended. But honestly, I love this stuff, all of it. And if you like the outdoors, you're probably well off buying some of this stuff.
The morning after our shooting had wrapped was magical. It was the perfect sunrise with some cowbells in the distance. And, well, we backed up the data, we packed our things, we said our last goodbyes, and we went our separate ways. The only thing left for me now is to show you the final film. Enjoy.
It's not the longest journey, the farthest destination. The adventure is along the road, and we are out there to find it. It was always the two of us, side by side, documenting our travels. We grew together, found our way, enjoyed every last moment of every day. And at journey's end, you are a family and settle down. Or do you? Life changes, it evolves, and as it does, so do you, so does your journey. They change everything, make it more. All you do is show them the world. And take it all in yourself. We are the Pine Pins, and we always find anywhere.
Okay, before it's all too late, I want to show you this car in a bit more detail. Not over the top, but I just, want to give you an overview. It is a 1993 Toyota Hilux Surf, which was never sold in Germany as is, and is essentially the equivalent of a frontrunner. A 4Runner where we live. This is a right-hand drive car with a 1 kZTE engine, 3-litre 4-cylinder diesel, and it has less space than you think, but he really made the most out of it. And the interior is obviously cluttered with all the camera gear that we have. Front is completely normal, basically as is, with the addition of a CB radio, a twin radio, and a triple set of gauges. We have some lights here because we have an inverter and more power distribution modules underneath this center console, which he modified. We have... Let me think about this. This is on the fly. Wait. Going to the front. I think I have to put you down because... Wait. Oh, yes. So, and under the front, he has twin batteries either side, which are acting as one. We have an intelligent shunt, and a battery smart, and a solar charge controller, and a battery charger from Victron, all of which can be controlled via Bluetooth and tell you everything about the electrical system in the car. We have a heat exchanger here, running off the engine coolant, and if you plug in here, here, and here, you can have a hot shower on the road. That's a system that we also use in the Rover, although this car gets a lot hotter, so it's a lot more usable. He also has fitted rather fancy underhood lighting. Going from the top to the back, we have a frontrunner roof rack with a generic light bar. An easy on 270-degree awning, which is just massive, and when you flip it out, it's fantastic. Not for us on this trip, but yeah. The rooftop tent is mine. That doesn't usually belong up there. And what he usually has up there is a box with a solar panel on top. On the back, spare tire on a factory swing away. I'm very jealous of that. And then the grill there and the trasharoo, the trash backpack over it. The roof rack also has a load of power stuff going up to it and 4 lights on the back, 2 on either side. And then the masterpiece, the interior. He has built a custom platform from the front seats all the way to here. And this is all custom fit and has drawers and lighting. This is outside lighting, this is inside. A load of USB plugs and these very fancy cabinets with some more storage in the wheel wells either side. But the real party trick of this car is this. Now, whether or not it's completely practical remains a question, but he fitted these drawers. And this is kind of normal sized and has a trigger for a pump and a water faucet is the word, which are fed by a 60-liter water tank, which is down there and fed through this tube and also drained through this tube. And this is the party trick. This is where everybody's like, what? Wait. Yes. Yes, indeed. Now the upside is you can fit a load of stuff in there. The downside is you see how much kitchen workspace you have left once they're out. He also has a custom knife block with really fancy, really sharp knives, and occasionally makes his own kitchen utensils, like this spoon is handmade. He's really a cool guy. He also has an axe underneath the driver's seat and some firewood and stuff, and usually coffee supplies in that area over there. And all of the underpinnings of this car are essentially nice and fresh, even though it's aching like a beast. And then there's obviously some more storage underneath the front of the platform where he has also fitted. Sorry, I forgot that. This is not scripted, and I think you can tell. Usually, where my bag is, there is a custom-built fridge that fits in this space. Custom built from a module and then built the thing around it. And on the other side, we have a diesel heater, because why not? I feel like this is overexposed. It probably is. Yeah, it is. By about a stop. Skin tones are going to go meh. I'm gonna leave it.